Let's go, Rasheed. Let's go. Let's go. That's you, baby. That's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. Let's go, boy.
Come on, Sheed.
Let's go, Rasheed. Let's go, Rasheed. Let's go, Rasheed. Let's go, Rasheed.
Heat number 3 underway. Mississippi State, Liberty, Akron, South Carolina, South Florida, Florida State, North Carolina, A&T, and Charlotte. South Florida and lane 6 looking very strong going into the next turn and into the next exchange. The Bulls of South Florida out in lane 6, angling with Abdul-Rasheed Saminu. And South Florida.
In a year already overflowing with talent and speed, no one expected the most jaw-dropping performance of the NCAA season to erupt from the East Regionals. But that's exactly what happened when Ghanaian sprinter Abdul-Rasheed Saminu delivered a blistering world-leading time of 9.86 seconds in the men's 100 meters. And he did it under legal wind conditions, with just a plus 0.6 meters per second tailwind. To put this into perspective, no other sprinter on Earth in 2025 has broken the 9.90 barrier legally. Not the Olympic medalists, not the Diamond League elites, not even the reigning world champions. And here comes Saminu, a collegiate athlete stepping onto the track with fire in his eyes, dismantling not only the competition but the very expectations of what a college sprinter can do. This wasn't just a good race. It was a seismic shock to the entire track and field world. The crowd barely had time to react before the numbers flashed on the screen and the stadium exploded. People weren't just cheering, they were stunned. Coaches were double-checking wind readings. Analysts were scrambling to pull comparison stats. This was not just a heat win. This was history in the making. Abdul-Rasheed Saminu's road to this moment is anything but typical, and it makes his breakout performance all the more incredible. Born in Ghana and now based in the United States, Saminu has been grinding away quietly in the shadows, but behind the scenes, something was building. Season after season, Saminu kept improving, the hunger. In 2023, he dipped into the low 10s. In 2024, he was knocking at the door of sub 10. And now, in 2025, that door isn't just open. He's blown it off the hinges. Representing Southern Florida, he arrived at the East Regionals without fanfare, but left as the fastest man alive this year. The quiet Ghanaian has now become the storm, and with one electrifying run, he's catapulted himself from NCAA hopeful to global contender. His start was clean, his drive phase smooth, and his top-end speed. Ruthless. There's no other word for it. What's happening right now is more than just a breakout season. It's a sprinting revolution, and Abdul-Rasheed Saminu is leading it. The East Regionals are not for the faint of heart, spot at the NCAA Championships. And the pressure is relentless, with only 12 athletes advancing from a pool of 4. And this year, the first round delivered fireworks. In Heat 1, Tamar's Killebrew from Tennessee opened strong with a 10.04. In Heat 3, LSU's Jaden Reed followed closely with a 10.05. These were times fast enough to win in most years, but this wasn't most years. Because in Heat 2, everything changed. Abdul-Rasheed Saminu stepped onto the line and exploded out of the blocks like a man possessed. The first 30 meters were clean, but it was in the last 50 where the real separation happened. With every stride, the gap widened. He wasn't just winning, he was annihilating the field. The clock stopped at 9.86, and the stadium froze for a moment. You could feel the shift. What had been a fierce qualifying battle had suddenly become a moment of legend. In one of the most competitive races of the season, Saminu didn't just survive.
A legal plus 0.6 meters per second tailwind gave him just enough help without casting any doubt on the legitimacy. He was attacking the finish with everything he had. When the clock flashed, there's no going back. Every metric, every split, every frame of the footage showed the same thing. We just witnessed a generational sprinting moment, and it came from a name barely anyone outside hardcore track circles even knew before this weekend. With one blazing sprint, Saminu shattered not one, not two. Then, he obliterated Ghana's national record, surpassing Benjamin Azamadi's previous best, and claiming that impressively, he tied that's elite company. This wasn't a fluke. This was the product of years of work, finally meeting the perfect moment. It's also a huge psychological marker. Going sub 10 is the first door. Going sub 9.9 under legal win conditions? That's an entirely different league, and Saminu just joined it. These aren't just records. They're declarations. Declarations that this man isn't here to play for second place. He's rewriting national history, rewriting collegiate history, and quite possibly writing the opening chapter of a career that could rival some of the sport's biggest legends. Until now, Akani Simbine held the world's fastest 100 meters of 2025 at 9:90. That reign is officially over. Abdul-Rasheed Saminu now holds the crown, not just as the NCAA's top sprinter, but as the fastest man on the planet this year. And he didn't edge it by a hair, he crushed it by 0.04 seconds. That's an eternity in sprinting. The world rankings have officially shifted, and it's not just fans who are paying attention. It's federations, agents, sponsors, and coaches across the globe. Saminu's name is now in every major conversation. With this performance, he hasn't just changed his life, he's changed the trajectory of the entire sprint season. Suddenly, the world lead isn't from a Diamond League veteran or Olympic medalist. It's from a quiet Ghanaian sprinter who just exploded onto the international scene. This is no longer a local NCAA storyline. This is a global sprinting shakeup, and everyone is scrambling to adjust. So now the debate begins. Is long. Championships, consistency, and pressure await. But right now, in this moment, the entire track and field world is on notice. From Ghana to Tokyo to every coach who overlooked him, Saminu has just sent a message. There's a new name in the mix, and he's not here to play catch-up. He's here to lead. Whether he becomes the next Bolt or burns bright for just one season remains to be seen. But one thing's certain, nobody is ignoring Abdul-Rasheed Saminu anymore.